welcome to another Mondays with Mona. I am so excited again to be able to show you another recipe. But before I get started, I just want to thank everybody for the love, family, friends that they gave me, critiqued me, told me what I should do next time and everything. I appreciate it so much, and I love you for that. So, since we're so close to Valentines, I came up with a menu that I think that you will like. It's not hard, it's easy, it's simple. And since it falls on Wednesday, it'll give you the opportunity to prepare it and then have a delicious meal. The first thing is sausage shrimp pasta along with my delicious string beans. And then I'm going to top it off with a strawberry cream cheese pie drizzled in chocolate. Then for the drink, I came up with something, and I think a lot of people do it sometimes, but it's just a real ginger ale flavored drink with a little hint of strawberries. Okay, we're going to get started. Before I get started, I want to thank Cherie McFarland for my aprons and Aston Dacus for my new intro. Okay. Everything that you need for the pasta I'm showing you. You need your favorite sausage. I'm not going to tell you what sausage because everybody has one that they like. Some people like it spicier than others. And then I took a thing of block of cheese and I cut it up. And I'm using that. You use 1 pound of shrimp. I usually use a little bit more because I like mine with a lot of shrimp in it. And then you use your pack of egg noodles. You use your Rotel tomatoes. You can use mild, spicy, whichever one you want to do. I'm using the mild because, like I said, spicy is good, but then that's me. Cream of mushroom soup. And then we go on, when we at the end, we're going to use a little milk in it. Okay, let's get ready to process. I'm getting myself ready. And we're going to do this. Oh, my boys' friends are going to be there tonight. All right. Now I'm going to put that package of sausage in, and we're going to let this brown. And we're going to turn it up and let it cook to brown so we can get to the next part. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to get my water ready for my noodles. Now you do your noodles, you get your water just the way it says on that package. You put the cups of water just the same, put a little salt in it, and you bring it to a rapid boil. And that's what we got going on here. Now I got my sausage frying and I'm checking on it. It's got a little bit ways more to go. I want to get it a little bit browner and everything because I'm going to add my shrimp to it. And once I add my shrimp to it, I'm going to do a couple of more steps. And you'll see how easy it is and how, how it's so quick and easy, but it tastes so good. All right, I got the sausage the way I want. You see how they're caramelly and they're cooked and they're ready. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my shrimp to it. And like I said, usually just use 1 pound. I put a little bit more because I like mine to be, get a lot of shrimp on it. So I'm going to stir that in until it cooks and get that pink cooked color. And then we're going to go to the next step. Now I added my noodles to my rapid boiling water. And we're going to let that cook it up. My secret to my noodles, but everybody's different, is to get it boiling, boiling rapid, boiling hard. And then I'll take mine and put it to the side and let it kind of cook a little bit more, cook on the thing so I don't overcook it. But you can do it just as they tell you how to do it. Everybody does it different. All right, guys. This is ready for me to add the next step. The next step is your Rotel tomatoes. And like I said, you can use spicy and you put all of it in there. You put all of it because you need those juices from there. And I'm stirring it in there. I'm gonna let it get warm a little bit, and then we'll put the last step to being in this pot, and that's the cream of mushroom soup. Okay, now you see what we're working with. This is what you want it to be. So with that, we're going to add our cream of mushroom soup. We're going to stir that in there good. And let that all blend in together. Now I'm telling you, talking about good. My son was sitting at school one day, the youngest, and somebody tapped him on the back and he said, "Hey, what's that pasta I hear your mom makes?" And he said, "Huh?" See, when your kids are so used to it, it's just funny. And I got one baby, oh my goodness. If I make it, he's coming. Today, he's coming, I'm sure. All right, we're going to let that cook down a little bit, and I'm going to check on my noodles that's cooking right beside me. And I can turn them off too. They are pretty and ready. So I'm going to let this cook a little bit, and then we'll be ready to mix this together. The next thing I'm going to show you is my strawberry cream cheese pie drizzled in chocolate. I always like to use fresh strawberries. This I got from my aunt Senora Kelly. She showed me to take strawberries, and if you want them sweet, if you're just doing one container, you take it and you put 1/3 cups of sugar and you put it in the refrigerator. You let it be for 15 minutes, or else it can sit overnight. Mine sit overnight. I did take 4 of my biggest strawberries and put them to the side after I got through cutting them in half. I didn't cut the big ones in half. I put that to the side, and when I put sugar on the other ones, I sugared the big ones too. So they're going to be on top of the pie looking pretty. I've already opened up my Philadelphia cream cheese and put it in my bowl. Now I'm going to put my condensed milk. It also asks for 1 teaspoon of vanilla. In this recipe, they want 1/3 of lemons, and I love to use fresh lemon. I just love it. This what makes this pie a little bit above some of the other ones, because I try to do a little bit of fresh with the fresh strawberries and the fresh lemon. So I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm going to squeeze it till I get that 1/3, because it makes a big difference. The fresh, you can just tell. When you get the seeds, don't worry about the seeds. I always just take them out before I add it. Now that I got my 1/3 cup of lemon, fresh lemon juice, I'm going to mix this up first, and then I'll add that to it. Smells good. Something about that vanilla, that natural vanilla is just wonderful. I'm going to add my lemon juice. After mixing everything together and getting it real creamy, I'm going to put it in my graham cracker crust. And I'm going to let it sit in my refrigerator and settle. They say everybody says up to 3 hours, but everybody's refrigerator is, and the main thing is to make sure that you get it to settle. I am going to wash my hands again because I'm going to get started on my delicious string beans. I have cut 3 strips of bacon in half. I got 3 cans of beans, string beans that I'm going to use. And wait a minute, I'm upping my game. I'm going to get this bacon cooking, and I need to turn it down because it's really want to cook. Put it a little bit lower. I'm going to use season blend because once I get my bacon going, I'm going to take it out and let it cook with the season blend, and then I'll add a little bit of brown sugar. Now that I have taken my bacon out, I am going to add my season blend that's going to cook in the bacon grease. I got it up a little bit too high, so I'm going to turn it down some. Yeah, it was going a little bit too high for me. And I'm going to need just a little bit more of that to cook down. And you know, I just use season blend when I'm just cutting back on time and everything. You can get you a bag and you just use it as you go along. When I have time, and sometimes I just really do, I cut up my bell peppers and onions and stuff. But this is an easy, quick way to do it. And like I said, it's just as effective. And I'm going to let this cook. I'm going to add me just a little bit more because I like that flavor with that onion in there. I love that. Let it cook. Now I'm going to take my sausage shrimp mixture and pour it over the noodles. And I'm going to mix this all together. Because once we get it all mixed in and all together, we're going to put the pieces of cheese that I have, the blocks of cheese that I have cut, over the top of it. And then I always like to put my milk that I add in the corners. So it won't overdo, it won't spill. They'll be just, you know, in the right consistencies. And look at that. That is so good. I'm telling you, when you get it all together and that cheese and that rotel and that sausage and all gets together, it is really delicious. And I'm putting the rest of my sauce on it. Ooh, yes. Try to get all of the corners and everything. Now, once I have mixed it really well, I'm going to take the cheese and I just put it on top. I just drip it over it. And I try to put it in all kind of little areas so it can melt through. Because I'm going to take it out and stir it. And you just put it all over it. All right. And what I like to do, this is my style here. I like to put my milk in my corners. And you just go with the milk. And I've been making it for a little bit. And you can add a little bit of milk too once it gets going. Because like I said, I don't add a lot of seasoning at all because of the Velveeta cheese and the sausage. I use a sausage that's kind of spicy and not too spicy because I don't like spicy, but it has a little bit of something that makes that zing in the pasta. And I always put some right in the middle. Now what I'm going to do, I got my oven preheated to 350. All right, we put this good in the oven. Once it gets going, I'm going to take it out, stir it, and then I'll add foil paper to it and let it cook some more. Now that we let the onions and bell peppers cook in the bacon juices, I'm going to take string beans. I drained some of them, and I'm going to put them in here and let them cook down. And I got 3 cans, like I said. Now I'm adding a little bit of brown sugar. I did 1/3 cups, but I may not put all of it in. I'm just gonna let that get to a good rapid boil. And then I'm gonna add some black pepper and my bacon back again. Now we have our string beans getting to a boil so I can add the black pepper and bacon back into it. I am going to take the pasta out, and it's ready to be stirred, and then put the foil paper on it. And once again, I gotta say it again, I love this. My neighbor made for me. She made me another one, Miss Linda Lawrence. She made it. She told me, she said, you thought I bought it, but I made it. I love it. Now, what I'm doing is I'm just mixing all the cheese and the juices and everything together so we can put some foil paper on it and put it back into the oven. And once we do that and it settles and is the look that I'll show you at the end, you're ready. You got some great pasta with no time. And like I said, you can make it as spicy as you want to, because you can get the spicy sausage. You can get the spicy rotel. It is up to you completely. All right, guys, it's ready to put it in the oven. And we're putting it back into the oven for the last time. We're going to get it all baked good, and then it'll be ready to eat. All right, the string beans are to a rapid boil. So I broke all my bacon up and put it in little pieces. And I'm going to add it back to it. It just, for me, it makes it a little bit more, flavorful. I didn't put one thing I want you to know too. I'm going to correct. I had the 1/3 cup of brown sugar. I didn't add all of it. I always put it right there just in case, because I didn't want it over sweet. So I just had it just to the right consistencies. I'm going to add a little black pepper to it. Now we're just going to let it just cook at a low pace and just get that good flavor all through it. And when I tell you, some delicious string beans. Alrighty. Alright, guys. Now we're down to our last thing, almost last thing. I am going to put the strawberries on the cream cheese pie. And like I said, I did fresh strawberries in sugar that I got from my aunt. And I just I'm just going to lay them on there. Okay. Just lay them up there, just on top of it. It's got that juice in it, and it's going to go through. It's going to be great. All right, guys. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get back with you so you can see the final results. All right, the strawberry cream cheese pie is together. All I'm going to do when I cut it, I'm going to drizzle it with chocolate. Now I'm going to get to just a little bit different. I'm going to do a little drink that'll be with your meal. And it's just strawberries with ginger ale and a little bit of strawberry inside. Be back with you. All right, guys, I came up with, well, it's something that a lot of people do anyway. Just a nice, refreshing drink to eat with your pasta and everything. I came up with ginger ale, country time lemonade pink, and then I'm going to drizzle a little strawberry on the side. Okay. And I have a 2-liter, and if you're not going to have a whole bunch of people and it's just going to be you, I'm pretty much probably going to use a half of this. And I used a little bit more than a half, and I'm just going to add some pink country time lemonade to it. And woo, that's what it does. It fizzes up. And you see, I know how to stop. One thing about it, you gotta know when it's gonna rise up. It does this, but it's so good together, I tell you. Okay, now that I got all that kind of woo going, I'm just gonna add a little bit more. And I could have did it the easy way, which I should have, and just use this. But I'm a person, I don't like my things over sweet, under sweet, so I like to go about it this way. So I'm just going to taste it a little bit and see what kind of, I got. Oh, that's good. That's good. It's real good. But I just need a little bit more of this. And I'm going to stir it. The country time lemonade is really coming through. I'm going to make this sure. Let me see. But I just changed it, so of course. Now, some people add a little liquor to it when they do it, and you can do that. That's fine. No problem. Oh, that's good right there. Okay. So, I'm going to get it all presentated. Okay, guys, these are my string beans. They smell good. They look good. And I'm having trouble just trying to show y'all my final results because I have eaters that want to eat it. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to show you my pasta. Okay, guys, this is the sausage shrimp pasta that I was talking about. Not a lot of time. Look at that. That flavor is in there. I'm telling you, please try this recipe. You will love it. Now I'm going to get it prepped up for my taster today. Now I'm going to finalize it and finish up. I'm going to drizzle a little bit of this chocolate all over the pie. And you put as much chocolate as you want. And it's up to you. Some people may not like chocolate. That's why I didn't put it on there. Because I've met some people that say, I really don't care for chocolate. And I like to put a little bit around the plate too. That's just pretty to me. And it tastes good too. All right. My tester is here.
I'm just in time.
You are
so
ready.
What is this today, y'all?
All right.
Ooh. You know me, I'm a BBW. I like sweets first. Let me try the sweets.
Okay, y'all. She is going to try the strawberry cream cheese pie with drizzled chocolate on top.
Yeah. This is good. Yeah. I'm going to stop on there.
Okay. Okay, and as you know, this is the sausage shrimp pasta. And this is my delicious bacon string beans. You ready? Go for it.
Oh, I'm ready. Sure, I'm hungry. It's the best part of that. I like these beans. And I can taste the bacon in it. Oh, and this pasta got all my favorites. Shrimp, cheese, sausage.
So what do you think about the meal?
I like it. I really do. For a Valentine meal, yes, sweetheart meal.
Okay, now you have to finish your meal up with a drink. And the drink is made out of ginger ale and just country time lemonade with strawberry put on the side. And then I took a strawberry that I made, and it came from Aunt's sister, my aunt. She used to tell us how to drizzle a little sugar, and I took and put one of those in there. So tell me what you think about that.
It goes good with the meal.
Simple,
Really?
but yet good.
And even better when you add some of this in it. Oh my goodness.
And that's why we gave you the option, if you wanted to, you can actually add those to it, and it's delicious too. So guys, this is my Valentine's meal. I hope you liked it, and I hope you want to join me again. If you did, could you please subscribe and punch like?
I like
Thank
it.
you so much.
Lay back, relax, and enjoy the praise. Take my time and handle anything that comes my way.